There are many members that are in the Royal Knights. Each member are different and play their own parts. Some are more loyal than others and few have their own ambitions, but they all have the same goal: change the world. Since there's a lot of members, I'm only going to talk about them one at a time. I can't talk all of them all at once. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about the beastmen member. I've always wanted a lion to be a beastman rep member of the Royal Knights. I did had a design of a lion that I drew back in the day, but I think I lost it. But anyways, originally the member for the Royal Knight for the beastman was supposed to be an adult white lion, but it didn't fit the song. In the Disney medley video, the music, there were 4 female singers and 4 male singers. I had an odd numbered amount of males and females, just by 1. So I had to change one of them. So I thought of making her into a child, and then I gave her wings. However, I already had a character with the same design. So I'm deciding to take this character and making him into this character. So I made them twins, into siblings, so they'd be working off of each other. So I can still have this character while also having this character. I had to change a lot of him to fit her. Leondra inspiration came from Toraline from Monster High, Catra from She-Ra, not that one, and Wally Kid from Thundercats, not that one. Leon design was inspired by Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug, Wally Cat from Thundercats, not that one, and Morgana from Persona 5. The things that I wanted the twins is that I wanted to be similar and yet different. Just because they're twins does not mean they are exactly alike. For example, Leon is more sly than Leondra, while Leondra is charming. Leondra is more of the leader type. She takes charge, while Leon never has a plan when he goes into things. He has an idea what he wants to do. However, he always needs to figure out how to do things on the go. He is the type of person that just goes with the flow. The origin of the kittens were unknown. When a standby town found them wandering around in the desert, they just brought them in. They have no idea where they came from. The twins never really say where their true origins are at. They never even say who their parents are. So the town keeps the children, and they has been raising them since they were small. The children had to desperately survive. They had nothing. However, they are very appreciative of their town for taking care of them when they had nowhere else to go. So they want to try their best to take care of the town that took them in, like trying to help them get more food by creating more larger gardens, fixing up broken buildings, cleaning up the mess, and they were doing a pretty good job. However, soon the twins realized that the town, their small little village, wasn't the only one who was in poverty. Apparently, the rest of the beastmen villages are not doing so good as well. The twins really wanted to help them but couldn't, because there's a lot of people they need to help and they can't help them all at once. They don't have that much power. So the only thing they could think of is going to the person in charge, Leo. Leo, who was the beastmen member before Leon and Leondra. Leon and Leondra went to the king and begged and pleaded of him doing something about the town. He refused to do anything. He believed, in his mind of thought, believing that the people should be able to take care of themselves. He shouldn't have to lift a finger. He got through everything by himself, got to where he is with his strength alone. Why should he go down to help people if they can do it themselves? The twins believe that, yes, some people should really do things for themselves, but they need help. It's too much of a work for them to crawl out themselves. This is his responsibility for being leader. He still refuses. The twins are rightfully angry, arguing with him, and then he lashes back, and then a fight happened. The twins, of course, are a lot weaker than the grown fawn lion. However, they are a lot smarter than he is. So they use their multiple numbers and their flight to able to hurt and defeat him. They also have this juicy piece of information that there's been rumors around the town. Apparently, Leo has a tremendous injury that he received from a dragon that he fought long time ago, and it had never healed properly. So he's still very injured. So if they manage to find that spot, they can actually defeat him and put him down for good. And that's what they did. The twins came up with an idea to have one of them distract him while the other did the finishing blow. And they did. They took down the corrupted king and took over his place. Without the help of the royal knights, the twins have bonded all of their towns to work together to rebuild what have they lost because of their weak king. After hearing the terrible defeat of the beastmen knight, the royal knights came to investigate to see who did the deed. The royals of the knights themselves came to investigate and seeing the twins there in his spot. Scared, of course they're scared because thinking that they did something wrong or did something evil or they're just simply in trouble. The twins were shaking but stood their ground and made their case. The royal believed that Leon wasn't a worthy person for being a royal knight. He wasn't willing to change himself. He wasn't willing to change the people. He was just letting them rot. So he knighted both the twins to be the members of the royal knights because of their determination on wanting to help the people and changing from their sad, poor lives into a bigger, stronger one. The twins humbly agreed because they believe that with this title alone, they're able to go across other towns, other places to help other beastmen in need, to help them grow so they wouldn't be left behind from all these humans. As soon as they became members of the Royal Knights, they gained new and stronger powers. The twin Sphinx now have this ability to create clones. The clones are almost realistic. If they can do more about it, they can actually make them pretty real. But for now, they're mindless clones that do whatever their host says. But they're very strong and they can make more than one. Now, one last thing about the twins. I wanted to make an excuse to not always have to be always constantly in Egyptian outfits. So I decided to depending on which village or tribe of beastmen they are in, they change their outfits. So when I told this to my brother, he decided to create this entire new character. He described him as a designing leopard who designed all the clothes for the twins to wear so they are culturally appropriate, and he will live as long as his art is alive. He called him Le Père de Leopard, and I drew him here for him, and my brother loves him. The only complaint I have is the spots. So yeah, that's it about the twins, Leon and Leondra. If I miss any more details that I want to put in, I will most likely put it in my DeviantArt. Put more explanation of who they are and what they are, because I'm not very good at remembering all the information that I'm supposed to be putting into these videos. So yes, thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe. I'm almost at 5,000. I'm so excited. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Anyways, I have a Twitter if you want to check that out. I'm not really on it. I usually post some pictures or something. I also have a DeviantArt. I'm trying to finish up any drawings from my Devil's Child's comic. I'm trying to redraw the first half. I'm not changing anything. I'm just fixing everything that it looks terribly and bad. So thanks for that. I also have a Patreon if you want to go there. And thank you. Bye.